my question is, but why are you so mad over one term when everything else he said was 100% correct? Where do you think they're going to be moving these people into
Mm-hmm.
your black neighborhood? What kind of jobs do you think they're going to be taking? The jobs that your black daughter and your black son have right now. What do you think they're going to be replacing? What do you think the new demographic is going to be? Because they're already showing you all that quote unquote reparation money that you thought you were going to be getting. They're giving to the illegals. They're
Mm-hmm.
putting it into them. They're giving them cell phones. They're giving them stipends that they can go and buy groceries. They're flying them out to different places. Where do you think is going to happen? They're going to replace you, and then
Yep.
you're going to be sitting there talking about, oh, but they said, yeah, they said. They've been dangling that reparations carrot in front of you for the last 12 years, and nothing has happened.
Yep.
Obama was a whole president for 8 years, and nothing happened.
Yep.
Gavin Newsom has been the governor in California for at least the past 8 to 12 years. And he's been saying, oh, well, reparations, I truly believe in it. And nothing's happened. Kamala Harris has gone on record to say that she supports reparations. You really think if she gets into office, you're going to get a dime from her? When she's
Mm-hmm.
already gone on record to say she's not going to be the black president, she's
Yep.
already said that. She can go ahead and bring up her Jamaican ancestry to appeal to you, and she can get on the EBT awards. That's why I call them to go. They not like us, and I've been out here in these streets. And then when she gets in front of what she thinks is a mostly black crowd, oh, I didn't know that man could preach the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
We beat them in 2020, and we gonna beat them again in 2024. Now all of a sudden, this Canada raised woman who now lives in California, now all of a sudden developed a southern accent. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but when I talk to other black folks and I go, what do you think is going on here? First thing they say is, oh well, I just can't vote for Trump, just because people are going to talk about me, what they're going to say about me. Let them talk.
Mm-hmm.
Let them talk. As of right now, you are voting against your best interest, and I say
Yep.
that with my whole chest. Have you been seeing the same thing?
Yeah, they don't even realize how destructive continuing to vote for Democrats actually is. My barber, I've been going to him now for 4 years down here in Houston, and we have conversations every time I go, and we talk about politics and we talk about where the country is headed. And for the life of him, he can't get out of his own way when it comes to Trump. I just don't know if I can support Trump, and I always sit there and I do my best to ask questions. And anybody out there who, is watching, thinking of new ways to engage, my best advice is just ask a bunch of questions. Because if you're able to ask a question to someone who is black, say, hey, do you think that you'd like it if your son came home from school one day wearing a dress because the teacher told him that he was a girl? Hey, do you think you would like it very much if the mortgage interest rates continued to rise? Do you like the fact that groceries are more expensive than they've ever been before? Do you like the fact you can't afford to go on vacation? And if you ask the right questions, not even leading questions, just basic general questions, you will eventually walk them down the path to logic and common sense. It's not even that hard. But what I find very sad about the state of the African American community in particular is the fact that we may now get to the point where we recognize that things are bad in the country. But the metaphorical chains, those mental ideological chains that the left put on us after they took off the physical chains of slavery, are so strong that now they have convinced those same black people who now may truly be seeing the world around them for the cluster that it is. Now they still have those same people asking those individuals, those politicians, to bail them out, the same ones who got them in the mess in the first place. It's really sad when you realize how mind controlled many minority voters are on the left side of the aisle, and even just voters on the left side of the aisle in general. Because let's be honest, a lot of what we've seen come out from the left over the past few years has been very clear evidence of some sort of mental manipulation. You can use the phrase mass formation psychosis. All these things exist. And it's as if there's such a strong hive mind on that side that they will actually reject facts when they're staring them in the face. and they don't even realize how hot that pot of water that's starting to boil truly is. And they won't realize it until that pot of boiling water does what it's supposed to do. And then they're going to be left wondering how they got in that mess in the first place.
All right, listen, we're going to take a short break. We got our sponsor. We got to prop up a bit. But when we get back, we're going to continue this discussion, this fired up discussion. I'm ready to run around the block a couple times. I'm ready to run through a wall right now. But we're going to continue this discussion. Zeek Arkham, the original cop with attitude, right here on RVM News.
Mike Lindell here, and like you, I see our country being destroyed daily. We face massive economic issues, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, there are people in power who threaten the values that have made our country great. Well, I've been a believer in gold and silver for a long time, and I've searched for years for a partner that shares my values. Well, Genesis Gold Group showed me how easy it is to protect your IRA, 401k, or your retirement with gold and silver. Their faith-driven approach to service and stewardship is one that stands out from the rest.
To get your free definitive gold guide and get started learning more about investing in gold and protecting your retirement from uncertain times, visit treasureandtrust.com now. Fill out the basic contact form and a member of the team will be in touch. Again, that's treasureandtrust.com or call 855-625-7760.